just rolled my ankle. I got a little bit of facility. Motherfucker. You sick. I just rolled my fucking ankle. I got to wash. I had to wash feet on my shoes. And too loose on fit. So I happens I was moving sort of way. I rolled my fucking ankle. So I talked up to the ER. It's gonna be one of these things. I was like, I'm gonna have to go get it checked out. I don't know why I fucking rolled my ankle. And right now it's like I'm feeling it, but we'll see how the situation develops. It's one of those things was like I sprained my ankle. Like a sprained ankle boy, I ain't have to play with in the country Boston med 50 man. Born, stunner, uptown hunter, been about money. Cool down 1100s. You know, we grind every summer. We shine every summer. This is how we spend money. You see them daggers. Put me back in, I can still do this. Put me back in. Put me back in. Coach, put me back in, I can still do this. Okay. The condition for you being put back in is that you can still do this. Can you still do this? I can still do this, put back in, coach. For me to put you back in, you had to be able to still keep doing this requirement. Can you still do it? Put me back in, coach. I can still do this. Okay. Yeah, so I can feel. I've become so numb, I can feel you there. I'm becoming this. All I want to do is to move like me and be less like you. And I know that we're on the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. The life of love is making music with my friends. And I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again. Like a band of gypsies, we go down the highway. We're the best friends, insisting that the road keeps turning our way. And our way's on the road again. Insisting that the road keeps turning our way. Repent and believe the gospel. Turn from your unbelief to believe in the gospel. Oh, why can I suppose you still repent? That's what way confident. Now is the right way. So biblical repentance is the repentance of unbelief to belief. So that's repentance has a part of salvation. Repentance is part of salvation. It's in salvation, God's person. What type of repentance? Repentance is not of your sins, okay, with feeling. Repent means a change of mind. Metanoia, metamulaiko. Tetelestai, and the Megilslanai. And then let's run to the Greek, doctor. Okay, let's run to the Greek. Okay, see? So repent. Lost people that get saved, they repented. Or what? They unbelief. What does repentance mean in this context? A change of mind from unbelief to belief. We have Leon-san, konbanwa, Leon-san, Nihon, Manu, living in Japan, Leon in the blue corner, Leon-san, writing from Okinawa, Toda University, Tokyo, Leon-san, okay. Wow, okay, yeah. See, welcome to the live stream, okay. Watashi peinu, watashi ankiru, okay. Okay, see, yeah. Ow, okay, see, yeah. It's like I was exercising and I stepped on my foot wrong, and my foot it is. See, where it goes, I rolled my ankle. So you call me in the middle of a live a cappella solo here. I think Leon. Leon is a Japanese person. Welcome. Welcome to my live stream. Leon Sam. Okay. So listening. Me. Matane. Okay, yeah. See? No, no, see? Okay. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna have to go to the doctor or not. It's like I hope I can avoid it, but I rolled my ankle, so this type of stuff that can happen. Okay. So what I was doing, I have so I blame the shoes because these are new shoes that didn't break them in yet, and they're for Steel Cup shoe fighting. And typically, I had to wear like six socks or something like this to fill up the shoes. Because this time I picked the fit a bit too large, to give enough space to wear six socks for the padding effect. So my toes won't crash the Steel Cup unpadded. It's like a very particular fit you have to get. Now the issue with them is they're a little bit too loose around the ankle because I picked the size larger. So basically, moving like this worked fine. But once I got to turn it a certain way, I roll my ankle. So we'll see what happens. And hopefully the old bone setter expert can manage it tonight. I'll see the bone setter expert in my living room. And then the old bone setter can patch me, put me back together again. He's been known to fix pulse before all kinds of problems. So good morning, Merry Christmas. Merry Kirisimasu, Santa Kurosi, Santa San, Santa San. Okay, yeah, Santa San. Merry Kirimasu, 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 Santa San. Okay, yeah, yeah. Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Okay. What else? There is a house in New Orleans they call the Rising Sun, and it's been a ruin for many poor souls. And God, I know I'm one. I'm thinking about the good vibrations. She's giving me the excitations. Good, 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 good vibrations. Close my eyes. She's somehow closer now, and I love the way the sunlight touch her hair. Ooh, do 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 do. Okay, yeah, yeah, whatever. Playtime's over. Look at this. Look at this. You can go out hammer nails with this all day. You'll hit that seven every time. And you come home and it's still straight as an arrow. And look at this. This is a roll of duct tape. Look at this. This is what you need. It's okay. You want a big pencil? You want a green big pencil? Give you this for $25. Donation to my wife's PayPal. Or you're looking for a computer mouse? I can get you a computer mouse wireless, $69. Okay. Well, yeah. Hi, Ringu. Ringu. We'll do the Ringu impression. Ringu. Okay. That's a really good matter. Well, you're fucked. Yeah. No, I think the week if you really did. No, it's a problem. You can feel the energy. It was full on ringing girl energy. I don't know if you know about the Japanese horror movie or not. It's called The Ring. Ringu. Ringu. Okay, yeah. And so, Like a Spain angry boy and has to play. Look at this. Ringu Sadakos Mori. Ringu. Oh no. Ringu. Well seen. Oh no. Okay. Oh no. Hide your kids. Hide your wife. Yeah, so hopelessly I didn't dislocate the ankle. It might just have been like a minor sprain or something like this, but it did give me a lot of pain. I had to go to the ground for a while and cast a little bit to feel better. Now I feel better. It's just that a little bit of rolling on the floor casting can fix. Okay. So here's the point. We're gonna look at the ringer girl. Jimmy, pull up ringer girl, Japanese girl ringer. It's not working well. Ringu Jap. Okay. So this clip should be relatable to. This is the Ringu Jap with all capital Jap. The Japs are coming. The Japanese. The Ringu girl. Beware the ring of girls. I'm trying to get the screen share to work here, but it's malfunctioning. Stop sharing. Try again. Entire screen. I'll just take some time. So it's supposed to pop out right away. It could be that the phone stream using the backend is using a lot of bandwidth. Streaming data at 1080p or something, 720. So here's the ring you go. And here's the Japanese guy. One we can see. She's coming, the ring girls coming. The British are coming, the ring girls coming. Somewhere some phone might be the ring girl. The ring girl coming. I gotta get your ass. Bigger. I'm coming. You ready before like get your ass. Okay. He's a Chinese man. He's Japanese. He's not being racist. I might even call myself a phonologist too. If I call this a second, I call this. Here comes the movie, I'll beware. Oh no. Uh oh. Uh oh. What was the first step on the side? The emphasis is not the yeah, if you want to make the sound, that's what that. Oh, oh hell! Look at that eye. That's a scary movie. Look at that. Look at that eye. Look at that Japanese eye. That's a scary eye, I understand. It's a Jap's eye. Look at this. Okay, here goes. Eye reveal. It's reveal. Oh shit! Okay, it's coming for you. Get your ass. Run! Jump out the window. You gotta do something. It's gonna get you. It's gonna eat you alive. It's gonna do something. You gotta bite you. You gotta do something here. You gotta run. Run. Right, she's on the floor. It looks like he's got his ankle. Oh shit! Look at that eye. Understand? What are you doing? You need to run. I don't know if he has side powers where she's like tasting her with spiritual magic or something like this. If he's if she's somehow like knocking him down with the side powers. Why? Like, if something like this, she's giving him so much time to go running. Understand? Look at her approach. It's like a fighter. She loses every fight that you see to like close the distance and land on you. Just take like 3 minutes to cross the room. Understand? It's like it'd be easy to take off the focus away from her important. Look how slow she's doing. Look how slow everything she's doing is slow. This woman is a paper towel on this side. It's just like, oh, she can't walk, right? Okay. This is like, it's coming. Oh no. Why? Okay, so he's getting on the wall. Okay. Now she's just standing. He's had like extra 4 seconds to get on his feet and jump out the window. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. He's like, it's like this is freaky. Like, what did she do? Is she trying to make him scared and be like, "Hey, bitch, look at this scary eye," or something like this? Okay, it's like, why is it? See, it's like, why is it like? First was here, and then it's like next he looks. It's like, where is this the eye? Understand? It's like, why? It's like, why did he go like? Look at this scary eye, bitch. Okay, I'm gonna eat your ass. It's okay. It's, I don't know, but it's like she's doing something. It's just not right. Understand? This is ungodly. This is not right. This woman is trying to do things to the guy nobody should do to anybody. That's what I feel like. Oh no. Sadako, hi, そうですね。Sadako, coming to theaters this June. Sadako, Ring Girl. Ta-da. Yatta. Nani? Ring Girl. Do-do-do. You look, that's a fear takedown. So she scored a scared him enough to fall down takedown on him. With the really your fighting style. She's fighting with the like just get him scared enough where he just like faints. Understand? It's not like me spraining my ankle while I'm training or something. It's like trip or something. No, it's like he gets scared enough where his leg gives out. So that's a fear knockdown. Okay. And now she's special with you. Definitely. Just really want to love you. Look at this pink eye. Yes. Look at this dirty black eye. This is I'm gonna be easy. I'll be rubbing it over. Look at that eye. And say, oh, look at this shit. It's so scary. Look at the eye. This is not normal. What are you doing? Okay. Now, I want to know, how does the scene end? It just fades out, and it leaves you in the mystery what happened to the guy. And I guess maybe the next thing, but it cuts to like teenagers in like a cabin, talk about like, oh, we're safe now from the police. We made it all the way over here, and it's like psych. No, so they waited to somehow. He's like he's walking, he's super slow. Understand? No, it's like it's not a bear. I've been seeing having had a lot of problems with this dark creatures from the Japan, the black bears. Okay, okay, and it's like people have been scared that they're running. Okay, beware the bears. Okay, I saw a Japanese man. They had a video, so they got a bear situation in Japan. If you haven't been into that, I saw a Japanese man, and they had Japanese TV crew there, and they had it translated. And the guy is like, a guy got mauled by a bear and life-flighted to some hospital, which means a helicopter tuk, 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 picking up, driving to the hospital. Okay, and okay, and uh, then he's back, and it's like the TV team is here to interview the guy who almost died from a bear mauling. It's a big issue in Japan now, and they have to get the military involved. And so he's like, yeah, so he's like reenactment. He goes to the tigers. So he's what happened. I was standing here, the bear appears, and I start running. Okay, and the bear catch up and gets on the ground, and it starts, and I do this, and it's like the bear is like, ah. He's like, okay, he's eating me, and it's like eventually it's like it walked off. Okay, and then he's left for dead by the bear, and then somebody noticed it. I don't know. Maybe heard his screams in the bear. Somebody called the cops. Okay, and eventually, now here's the thing. My advice to you as a Japanese person, as a bear fighting coach, the game plan is if you run into bear over in Japan, bear son. Okay, if you see it, you're outside, and it comes, and it's like, oh, it's a bear. What you don't do is like stop running because that's just gonna make it want to chase you down and eat you. Understand? It's like, oh, this is what things that the unnatural food sources do. They see me run the other way, smell like adrenaline fear. Okay, then it's like, oh yeah, it makes you want to chase even more and chase you down and like jump on you, get you back and start gnawing on you. So you have more likely of a success rate if you see a bear in a parking lot. If the guy didn't go, wow, I'm scared and run the other way. If you go, ah, like this, okay, where you make yourself large here, make yourself big, loud, and you stand your ground. You don't charge it because he might reflexively paw and strike at you. But it's like, ah, or something like this. You have a greater survival chance if the bear is there to make yourself big and act like a predator you should be worried about. Ah, like this. And he might be like, okay, I don't feel like this is food or something like that, and walk off. Versus tastes like, see the bear and go running, okay? You're more likely to have the bear chase you than get you. You're more, and I'm not saying 100% it will stop, but statistically, if you have 100 people using the defense come across a bear in the wilderness and be like, oh shit, I'm running, okay? You have more people, 100 people trying to beef the fence or make themselves big and loud and stand the ground. Ah, bear, okay, get out of here or something like this. You have less people being mauled by the bear from the standing ground being big and loud group than the 100 people choosing to run from the bear as their like survival strategy. Okay, so that's just how it works. So uh, I do believe that God has programmed animals like bears and wolves and lions and rhinos, all kinds of stuff, to where they're not supposed to be super aggressive to humans. And if you're a human that is not afraid of the animals and you act the right way, you're less likely to end up being eaten by the bear. So anyway, and it still didn't come up the screen, sure. It still didn't come up. So I'm gonna try refreshing it. See BCAA, caffeine och things like this. Let's see if we can get it working now. Yeah, so I watched the Ringu movie and I think I watched the American adaptation as well. And it is a scary deal. Go on, the screen share works. And it is a scary movie. Here, Japanese man. Japanese man survive bear attack. Let me pull up Japanese man survive bear attack. Okay, we gotta pull up. Here's the guy. Japanese bear attack survivor calls for tough response. Okay, so some Japanese people really get more than should leave him alone. Okay, but it's like the guy who was half eaten by bears. Like, yeah, we need to deal with these bears more roughly.
When I opened it like this, there was a bear here, right here on all
This is
fours.
gorgeous. Okay.
こう4つん這いになって
Japanese confectioner Keiji Minato
And he's a confectioner, understand? It might be the karma of working to sell treats to people. Okay, that's a joke.
His brush with death occurred when he came face to face with a black bear accidentally trapped in his garage.
それで黙って目見てるのよ
It just looked at me silently. We looked into each other's eyes for a while.
Okay, yeah, you're trying to find out. He's gonna
In silence.
So he had a stare down with like it's worse than to have a stare down with Mike Tyson. Somebody you just like stand still and lock eyes at him, stare at him. Okay, check this is
It's me looking into the eyes of the bear
he's
and
having
the
a stare down with the bear.
bear looking into mine. I
They
realized
just like glancing into each other's soul for a moment there.
how big it was and immediately ran.
走ったんです
See, that's when he fucked up. That's when he knew he fucked up. Honestly, well, pretty soon, like a few seconds after this, he's like, he's gonna figure out that he done fucked up. Understand? So you're not supposed to run from bears. Maybe 1 in 1,000 times that will be the right move. Okay, maybe 1 in 1,000 times. Like this is a bear walking towards a cabin, and you're 10 feet away from the door of the cabin, and the bear is walking slowly right now. So the bear is 90 feet away, walking towards you. Then there's a cabin door. Maybe you run in and close the door, okay? And maybe nail each other for this. There'd be like a rare case where you're very close to cover, you can beat the bear in the race if it starts running as you start running. That might be, it might be wise if you got a gun in the cabin to be like not stand still outside the cabin waiting for the bear to decide that he's gonna walk off. But it's like run to the cabin post to go get the 44 Magnum what we have in Alaska or something like this. Or Glock 10 millimeter Glock or something like this, bear guns. Like 10 millimeter 44 Magnum, 3 Magnum, 4.54 Kazoo, like big game revolvers, certain calibers. You don't use it 22 for bear defense. That's the point. Run in there, close the door, get the gun, and you waited there. So that would be, to be precise, all or nothing. People are overly sloppy. I don't like that. It's never, always never, it's never the right move to run away from bears. No, most of the time, the right response would be standing your ground and being big and like loud, like, hey, okay, something like this, rather than running, because the running will trigger prey behavior, predatory, the drive in it. Whereas like bears at times are curious. They're curious, which means that he came because he could smell something, a scent of a creature. Is why he arrived at this campsite for this, and possibly some food like potato chips. And he's been tracking this scent for a while, and he found a source. He's been going through the woods. It's like smell food, okay? And he's been tracking the scent and stop looking, listen, and eventually he gets visual contact, where it's like he gets a visual, he can see the scent is betrayed. Oh, there's creatures over there, and then he starts close to the distance. Then eventually he's like, if he makes a decision that it's a deer or something like this, he might start his sprint then already. Which like he's like within 60, like rush around, it's like get that deer. Now if he's unsure what this is, he's never eaten a human before. Okay. Now but he says like, there's something I smell. Can investigate close. Is there something I can eat here? Yeah, I'm a thing that eats living beings, okay? Chase them down, bite them, kill them, eat the flesh, okay? Is this a living thing having flesh that I can eat, okay? See? So it's like, do you understand? It's like, check it out. It's like, go a little bit closer. And he might be like, start getting aggro now, the aggro mode. When he gets closer, it's like, I'm starting to feel like I can eat this. You understand? Okay. He starts getting, now he starts jogging. A lot of times, the last part, he's not sprinting yet. A lot of times, once he's made a decision to do his final, like, uh, uh, exploratory bite at sharks to taste him, see how you react, and be like if it's food or not. Okay, so it's like he's start jogging at you now and see how you react to that. And do you understand how intimidating that is to have a bear start running at you like this? Okay, because he's giving the impression that he's coming to get you. Okay, see, and he might be. Now, here's the thing: at this stage, you could possibly trigger a bluff charge mode, where the bear is charging you to see how you react in charging you, and like a silverback gorilla will turn aside at the last moment because you didn't get scared enough of him running at you. Okay, or something like this. Where if you start jogging and you turn around, it's like, oh, that is food. Okay, that's a thing that smells like adrenaline running away from you. It definitely is food. Okay, and he starts chasing down. He's gonna win the sprinting match, and he's gonna he's gonna ground and pound you. Bear fighting ground and pound. It's gonna get your back. It's gonna jump on your back if you want to pay for it. Maybe get his mouth around your neck as his and supposedly bear fighting style will be sometimes they get like creative, was like they run at you, jump, and like use their claws kind of as like spears at this they move. It was like they run and they jump through the air and like attack like a football or tackle. They just like launch themselves and crash into you. That's how they do the takedown sometimes. They like jump into you with the claws like this. And now you're really in trouble. Because one of the worst things that you can be eaten by in the wild is a bear. There's a guy called Timothy Treadwell. He was treading well in Alaska for a while. Okay, for a while he was treading well. Like the park ranger was like, we're surprised this guy has been surviving this long in bear country, like peak bear season, being an idiot. Okay, see, whereas like the bears were like they would like okay, they had recommended Nat Catman do natural parks for this. If you're gonna be camping here, it's like the park ranger tell you you should have like tripwires with like firecrackers. So if the bear comes to you, then bang, you can scare it off. You should have bear spray or something else. It'd be like recommended Okay, but he's like, oh, and supposedly the guy had been like before. He's like he likes the bears, and he Tim Incredible. Werner Herzog make a documentary on this guy, which is documentary inception, where they used part of his footage. Trevor was a documentary filmmaker, very hands-on, living in bear country, filming bears. Okay, and then Herzog got the footage, and they used parts of that to make a documentary on Trevor. He got mauled to death by bear. Okay, is how he had to spoil that. Okay, so anyway. So the reason he didn't carry bear spray is he had an occurrence where a bear got close to him, he sprayed it, he saw the bear having pain, and he felt bad about it. And then he said, I'm not carrying bear spray anymore. So he had not natural affection, he was hyper empathetic. Okay. He was hyper empathetic to not a human, which you don't have a human face and mirror neurons, which like you see a sad face, you might feel sad inside. No, it's a bear, okay? And it's a predator that he knows kills people consistently. So here's the point. It's kind of weird. It's like, why would you feel bad about inflicting pain upon the bear with bear spray to save your life when you know damn well that what bears do is pretty much torture what they eat to death? Okay? It's like they bite, they get like a deer, and the deer's not dead yet. It's like, "Whoa," okay, and the bear is like excited by the pain notes from the animal, goes into the feeding place, and just gets it more like aggro mode by hearing the pain noises from the animal. That's just making me real excited. They like bite, like rip off a piece of flesh. This is how they kill you, bears. Okay, it's like they start eating you slowly. It's like so you're more likely if you get killed by a lion or a mountain lion, how they will approach you in like mountain lion country if you would choose to attack a human, okay, or like a bigger cat, is you're sitting on a chair like this, like a camping chair, without a backpack especially, and the mountain lion, you won't notice it beside the attack until it's like biting your neck, okay? So he would approach you is sneak up on you slowly, like a cat that you see me chasing a mouse, slow motion. And so here's how the predator, the pattern, the hunting pattern algorithm for felines at times is how they will do it. They will visually scan horizon. They will see that something they want to hunt. They will see radish of what is they track it with scent and listen to this. This is sort of they would like to avoid detection ultimately. To see something that has a rabbit that's chewing and not look at it. It becomes a game of getting as close as possible to the rabbit, seeing the catch and jump on it, and he will sneak and go stall it. Sometimes he will freeze and stop to because you have the algorithm peripheral vision to detect movement in the peripheral field. And animals like rabbits, they said this, they have like PTSD where they're hyper super vigilant and they eat like deers, rabbits. They're eating, take a little look behind my backpack. And it's not that it has to hear something that makes it spooked. It's just eating and will have as its instinct, like eat a little bit, chew, take a little look break, okay, and then eat a little bit more, and then especially if it's a twig snap, it'd be like, or something like this, okay. Then we like take eat a little bit deer in the form of so and it's not that when you see it turn, it's because it saw or heard something. It's part of like the vigilance, state vigilance. You can be hyper vigilant, super vigilant. So bears are be so vigilant for adders that they was one line up about so you can make power. So there's wolves and stuff since they hunt deer. So part of how God put deer to have enough deer in the population, the balance like predators to prey, is the deers are programmed to be hard to catch. They're high hanging fruit. They're difficult to catch by humans. There's recent history that both actually sniper rifles this and this. They've gotten easier. But usually you have to get close, like bow range, to be able to get a good hit on the deer. There's also precision hunters in Africa. They start chasing deer in a marathon, or like an antelope, but they collapse on exhaustion. Okay. Now that's a different level, okay. So anyway, so it's like a lot of times in history, you had to get it with a spear or a bow or something like this, okay, or a trap, which is not really easy either. So it's a point. There's a program, God has programmed since the balance of the universe. To the reason is like, oh, to me, there's no deer anymore because in the Middle Ages, all the deer got eaten because the bulls were too good at hunting deer. The deer were not programmed by God to be good at not being hunters or something like this. But there's a balance. So deers will eat a little bit, take a break, look behind themselves, like this, for example, and then listen. And if they smell something, they'll be like vigilant, okay? So anyways, the point, how a cat might get you, like a lion, it'd be most likely better for you to get killed by a lion. If you gotta pick a predator to be killed by, you might be better off picking the lion than a bear, because a bear starts eating you while you're still alive typically, and they don't go for killing you, they go for controlling you and pinning you and start ripping off flesh off your body. Do you understand? So if a bear has you pinned, it might start like gnawing on your cranium like this with its teeth, and you're still alive, and it's not breaking the cranium, you're not dying, it's like pain is ripping off your scab. And then it's like, oh, and that makes it more exciting that you're making pain noises now. It goes, triggers the feeding. Then that rips off a piece of your shoulder. Okay, flash. Okay, then it see, and then the next thing is it's like it goes, it's like it starts, it's like maybe biting into your stomach and like whip your guts out. Understand? And it's like, do you understand? It's not whipping, just biting and stuff. Whereas a lion or a tiger, how they had is more like get your back, get your neck, squeeze the neck like a rear naked choke, and then will have to pass out from blood loss more quickly. So that's how feline predators at times have their hunting pattern. Sneak up on you, not as bold as a bear. They kind of approaches you jogging in the stride a lot of times, the last part. They'd be like, okay. Whereas the felines will have to sneak and stay low to the ground. And if the prey animal they're sneaking up on starts to move its head, it will stop and freeze. See, because you're just like a rock. That's why if a cat is moving, it's easier for to detect it. Like if you're just looking, it's easier to detect something that's moving. Like it will trigger the notice that thing. Whereas if the cat is noticing, oh, the deer started to turn its head, it drops and freezes and stays still like this. And then it waits until the prey animal turns its head around and it doesn't see eyes, and then it moves a little bit closer. And if the deer or whatever the animal is started, it stops and freezes. And it waits until the head looks that way again, then it advances a little bit more. Okay. And then it does this until it's when it's 30 feet or something like this. And if it's 30 feet, this final spurt is when it goes, it makes a decision. Here I go, Hail Mary pass. It's not caring about avoid detection anymore. The last part, like 10, 15 feet or something like this, it goes, here I go, then it sprints and jumps on it. Okay. See? So there's difference in predators. That's the point. If you're a human and you get hunted by a bobcat or something weird, a bobcat might hunt you, but like a mountain lion or a tiger or something like this, if you're sitting like this and smoking and you're like in the woods, it's more likely to jump on and get your back and get your neck and bite onto it and work to like control your neck with its teeth. And you bleed out faster if it's getting in the neck. And it also like squeezing, it can choke you. So that has be either by a tiger, it might be a quicker death, less painful, or it gets squeezes here and it pass out from like a real naked choke in 10 minutes because it's squeezing. And yes, it's like cutting the right, so you quick to pass out. Whereas a bear pins you and starts ripping flesh off your body. There, so that's why it's still alive. So anyway, my point is this. The point is this. That the reason that Treadwell said he wasn't carrying bear spray, despite repeat, like you gotta start protecting yourself. You're crazy, you gotta get eaten by this person want to say something. So you have to have bear spray at least. I know, and his reason was one time he had bear spray. It was a situation where he felt like it's getting dangerous, and he sprayed the bear, and then he saw the bear being in pain. He felt bad for it. Now he's a bear expert, more or less, which means he knows that this is an animal that's not concerned about other living people's pain. So it'd be like it mirrors like a psychopath as a creature. It had no conscience. It kills people. They're like dying in pain, and it's like that's his experience that regular, and it doesn't have guilty conscience. It doesn't have like empathy. It's like, oh, what am I doing? Somebody is okay. He come to his senses. Somebody is, I'm a murderer. Somebody is, no, okay. It's not like reform. We find Christ and they stop killing people with his mouth. Somebody is. It's like, it's the thing, okay. So it's the thing. So bears are things that like harm people, inflict massive pain on them, and it's like eat animals still like oh they're in pain. It's like bears are excited and enjoys. It almost looks like it enjoys the pain, gets excited by it, starts eating it and doing feeling frenzy. So it's like it's a creature that kills things, and he feels bad about having inflicted like a little bit of pain on it by spraying bear spray to save his life once. Okay. The most likely guy was really it was really a reason to use the thread was pretty brilliant pepper spray. So here's the point. Um, okay, he's like, I don't know what he was doing. He was like licking his face and what he was doing. But okay, what's the point when he sprayed the bear? If the bear was like 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 winding up his punches in his face. Hey, I'm okay for what's stuff like this. Something to do. It's like okay, it is still. I don't know, but anyways, the point. This is I don't recommend listening to this. Okay, but it's a purported death tape. Supposedly, it's like a leaked audio MP3 that's like 3 minutes. Purported to be the sound of Trevor being mauled to death by the bear, which is a sound of him being tortured. Okay, the and it's like some people say it's fake, it's faked, and some people say no, it's real. Was leaked by one of like CSI people, the cops of the park ranger, something for this. They found the scene and his video recorder. It was just the audio part of it that somebody recorded on the phone by playing it on the tape recorder or something like this, like a this era phone they record somehow, made a copy and then leaked on the internet to possibly to make people like, oh shit, this is shocking. This is what happens if you go to bear country without bear protection. Okay, let's see. So whatever. So I'm still on a hand on that, but I think it could be real. And I've listened to it. I recommend listening to it. Werner Herzog listened to the real tape that's confirmed to be real, and he was on headphones. And okay, and he's like, "You had to destroy this. You had don't listen to it again. Don't listen to it ever. You had to get rid of this and destroy this something like this." So Werner Herzog, when he was interviewing the mother or something like this, the aunt of Trevor, had like a tape recorder and was listening to it. He's like, "You had to destroy this. You can't listen to this again." So eventually, there is a purported recording of the moments. Now, here's what you know from what they're saying from the investigation. What happened is they were most likely like they might have been sleeping in the tent at night. And their bear comes, and Trevor goes out, and the bear attacks him and starts dragging him off and biting him and things. And then his girlfriend constantly hits him with a frying pan or something like this. And then the bear runs off for a while, which is also part of predator behavior, where sometimes the bears will be spooked by another predator claiming to kill, and they will have competition. What happens sometimes in the wild, where a bear has gotten a prey, and it is like a mountain lion or something, so some other predator or some other bear coming and challenging it for the kill, and it will be like it's so fine that the other bear they will retreat and then come back later to check if the carcass is available. So here's the point. Um, my point is this. This is also what happens in a country where it's normalized by criminalization of carrying weapons. If it's a country not allowed to have any weapons in the country, you have more humans being mauled by animals. Because if he had pepper spray for this, that could have saved him a lot of trouble. If he had a pepper spray league in Japan, which that could have made the bear abort. So my point is this: bears are dangerous creatures, and there was a guy, Timothy Trevor, got eaten alive by a bear, and it was at Kathmandu National Park, I think, I might recall. And he was doing everything against the book, because I could know he was refusing to carry bear spray, refusing to carry anything for self-defense, and he ended up being eaten by a bear. Okay, so.
The bear attacked him and pinned him down.
That's deep level Hugong spiritual. Maybe it was the deep still Illuminati. They did like a satanic sacrifice, torture ritual, and then blamed them or something like this. Okay.
Leaving deep gashes across his face, bite marks on his arm and torso, and nearly scalping him before running off.
Then I was knocked down like this, onto my side. I was like this, trying to run away, that way. Then
Now this guy is lucky that he made it out alive, but I think I lost it.
it was going for my face. So I did this.
それでしばらく我慢してたらパッと
And then after I stuck it out for a while, the attack was over all of a sudden. I quickly got up and fled into my workshop as fast as I could.
So he was lucky, fortunate, that the bear ceased its attack. Maybe he got spooked by some sounds. Maybe this, but I don't think this was happening quietly. So most likely the bear was making bear eating noise, or something like this. It was like screaming for dear life, crying bloody murder by bear. And possibly there's somebody opened the window saying, "Hey," or something like this, shouting at him, or whatever. Somebody in the neighborhood heard or something like this. They kind of spooked the bear, maybe, God, it's like, I'm getting out of here for a while. Now, sometimes they will return to the animal, where something spooks them, the presence of another predator, or something going on. They might retreat and then come back a bit later.
すごいスピードで
They also have pals as part of bear behavior, like little hidey holes. And they have like in the fridge, where it's like they bury the carcass and have like a pile where they eat it to harsh content, and they drag the corpse and put it in a certain place, cover it with some stuff to return to it later.
Emergency services airlifted him 37 miles.
Well, I would say that he seemed to have gone off easy because I've looked at videos of other bear attack survivors, and they have scars all over. Sometimes they have like reports in media of a bear attack victim in the ICU, and it's in the ICU on IVs, etc. So you can see that they're
to Akita City, saving his life.
But he seems to have had minor injuries, considering having mauled by a bear, contrasted to other bear maulings.
Falling in 2023 is more than a horrific memory for Minatoya. He and his neighbors, most of them elderly, continue to live on the front line of a growing wave of bear attacks. The area is suffering from depopulation, leaving behind abandoned homes and overgrown gardens that provide shelter and food for foraging bears. Japan has recorded over 100 bear attacks since April, with 13 fatalities, the highest on record. More than 2/3 of these deaths occurred in Akita Prefecture, where Minatoya lives, and
I think they have a dog called Akita in there.
nearby Iwate. Bear sightings in Akita have surged sixfold to over 8,000 this year.
So they had a big problem with the bears too. Japan Bear Army. They even called in the army. Here, Japan deploys troops to battle bear attacks after 12 people killed. So at the time this was uploaded 1 month ago, which was 1 month ago, 12 people have been killed by bears. So right now, 1 month later, the number is 18 or 24, I don't know. Yeah, why you cheers is good. Hopefully it's bigger than That's it, calling the bears. They're calling to fight the bears. Interesting. Yeah, so it's like how to survive a bear attack. Is you more likely to survive standing ground and make yourself big and shout at it than running away. I'm not joking. It's like people, because I have a lot of competence and knowledge and I can teach all kinds of stuff, people will just make things up because it seems hard to believe that I can teach all this, have all this knowledge and stuff. So it's like I have to pull things up and be like, people are hearing this, oh, Mike thinks that he is right when he says how to deal with a bear attack. Like that's one of many things that he knows. Okay, well, let's look at this. Alaska bear charge. And a lot of these tapes will have, here, see. So this is a grizzly bear charge in North Alaska. And I believe that this is the tour guide that's a professional in navigating this terrain and like taking people on hiking trips here. And like a tour guide, like a safari tour guide, something like this, that has the job to keep the people safe and help them out. So let's look at how this person deals with a bear, appearing a professional. So here's notice what I told you, what I recommended. So this like the guy, I see a bear suddenly in my garage, approximately this distance, maybe closer. Okay. And notice how this guy doesn't look and then run. Notice how he's curious. And he still hasn't decided what to do to this human or not. Meaning he's smelling, and he's looking, and he's still curious. He's still like, what is this? And he's curious about the human. He's smelling, he's getting information. But if you read the bear's body language, he's still in curiosity mode. He's not in like change to I'm gonna attack this human. He's still curious, and as a bear, it's like, is this something I can eat? It's like if I attack this thing, will I win? Stuff like this. Okay. So it's like how dangerous is this thing? Is it like so it's getting into on him.
Sweet thing.
This
Nice, sweet thing. Go on.
Now, this is a lot more dangerous bear than the Japanese bears. These are larger and more aggressive.
Pretty one.
Notice how he pulls out this might be a 357 Magnum, a 44 Magnum, or a 4.54 Kazoo or something.
Hey.
Probably a large caliber revolver, which is commonly carried in bear country by people that live there or tour guides, because it's like big game calibers that people don't know what they're doing. they are going to the bear counter, don't bring a 9 or a 38 or a 22. They're gonna have common choice would be a 12-gauge shotgun loaded with slugs, or a lever action, like a Marlin lever action, for example, the 45-70 or something. It's like a lever action guns, or a 10 millimeter Glock or something like a 10 mil, or a 44 Magnum, or a 357 Magnum, or something else. So like basically big powerful.
You're a good girl. Get on there. Closer. You get no closer. No closer.
And always has stand his ground and make himself large and loud.
You get. Get.
And also he's being aggressive rather than retreating and running.
Behind me? Put your arms in there.
Yeah, so this is the tour guide. He's probably leading like a flock of tourists. And he didn't want to spook the bear, which means he tried to spook it off and get it to get out to shoot it. Now, it might not just be pure like empathy, so it could be other motivations, but like getting in trouble somehow. Or if he shoots the bear, it angers him, and the bear will get aggressive and fight no matter what.
Go on. Get on out of here.
It's like I'm not making fun of Japanese guy, but like, this is a guy who's trained and knows how to respond to this. Not like an average Joe that's like stumbles across a bear and says, "What I do? Just improvise in the moment." Then the instincts will be fight mode activation. A large saying is like your subconscious mind picks flight mode, okay, and you just naturally feel like running away from the thing. This is a more trained response where it's like this is how you respond to it, and it's decided ahead of time what way to deal with it. So Alaska bear, let's search bear mauling survivor. Here, bear attacks while I knew my job was gone. A lot of people survive bear maulings are in a real bad way after. I brought a bear attack share story, something seen in a horror movie. Yeah, so bears are no joke. I see Pocahontas live. Yeah, so I'm gonna try walking my foot because I rolled my ankle. I don't know if it's sprained or what the situation is, but I don't feel any like serious pain in there. It feels a little bit numb, but we'll see what happens if it's way long. We'll try this also. Here, do this car adjustment. This I do, and I get clicks in my feet this way. This is car adjustment I do. I get one hand here, and I go, and it gives me a car adjustment in the ankle. But we'll try the old car ankle adjustment. Okay, we'll see if it's seaworthy. Well, I can feel pain as I walk on. Yeah. So, yeah, okay. Well, I hurt my foot. And we'll see what we'll do. Might have to get some crutches. Might have to get some crutches. Or go to the hospital to actually take a look at it and get some crutches. We'll see. But I can feel some pain in this. I rolled sprains off my ankle. And yeah. I could still close the distance and stab somebody in here. Yeah, for sure. If you know in a wheelchair, I'd be just having a knife in one person. Okay. So, anyways, the point. Now, thank God, see, sometimes something like this happens, like fall or something, with all the thousands of hours of training I've been doing, like 1,000 hours training sessions, the way I've been doing it, it's like, it's almost amazing that it gets seriously hurt yet. So I was holding a knife in my hand right before it happened, so there's a lot of things that could have gone wrong there. They didn't. So that was like a minor thing as far as I'm concerned. I didn't snap anything, and if it was a super bad thing, a super bad injury, I would have super bad pain in there. So I can feel it's affected, it's negative affected at the moment. But we'll see how we can do. So I didn't eat for more than 20 hours, and might get to meal prepping pretty soon. We'll see. I had some Japanese people. I'm entertained by the press of Japanese people sometimes. I understand. So that sometimes I like it when a Japanese person comes into the chat, and it's like Jews are funny to me, but also Japanese people entertain me. Okay, so it's like sometimes it gets really weird. It's like just a person with Down syndrome or something. It's to walk in and line up the room. And like certain people, it's just they have a certain look or vibe to them that is just they show up and it's like if you're entertained and like amused and like pleased by the presence of others. It's like Down syndrome people at times have like very good vibe energy. Okay, so it's like where's the point? Yeah, my point is this: Japanese people a lot of times I see them show up and end up cracking jokes and be good for a little bit, and sometimes I get into doing some Japanese voice impressions and things like this. So whatever, we had a Japanese person in the chat, Leon-san, Ring Sadako. He wrote a comment before we were watching the Ringu movie. So I rolled my ankle. We'll see how that pans out. Hopefully it won't pan sideways because that's how it got broken. Not broken, but messed up. I gotta put my feet up here and take it a bit easy. Let's do an instant replay of the solo sport of knife fighting martial arts training and look at the instant replay here. Bo-bo-do-boo. Okay. Okay. So this is the instant replay of the mishap. I look at it normally first, I look at it in slow motion. I'm practicing moving. I'm drilling. And instant replay. Okay, here we go. Still stiff. I just rolled my ankle. I got a little bit of a still stiff. Motherfucker. Yeah, Okay.
I just rolled my ankle.
Okay, go. Not here. See, right there. See? Right there. I was getting into my wild ball. And it's like I was getting into the zone. I was getting real. I was getting to special warrior. And I decided to do a special move. And I moved like too hard a certain way. So I rolled my ankle. And I fell down on the ground here.
I just rolled my ankle. Okay.
Let's look at this slow motion now. Let's look at this slow motion. 720p in slow motion. Playback speed 0.25. Here you go. This type of injuries can happen when you do sports. If you're playing basketball, if you move like this, you do martial arts training intensely, frequently enough, long enough, this type of stuff that it's bound to happen sooner or later. Spraining an ankle or something like this. So as far as I'm concerned, it's good. It's good that it didn't get worse, because it could have been worse. Yeah, the deployment, here we go. Jump forward. Jump back. Here. Here. There's gonna be another one. Here. Super fun. Here goes. Here goes. Boom. Here. So you can see what happened is I put my foot sideways like this, and then move this way, and I roll my ankle. I have it sprained or not.
It. I just rolled my ankle. I got a little bit of a stiff. Motherfucker. You sick. I just rolled my fucking ankle. I got the most. I had to go feel my shoes and too loose for fit.
But it's like I hope I can avoid it, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see how I feel tomorrow. I had to get some crutches. Last time I had a foot injury, they didn't give me crutches, sent me home without crutches. Doctors and set to see purpose and correct medical treatment. Then being a tornado, I've had several medical mishaps. Like going to the dentist pokes a hole in my tooth, gives me a fucking tooth infection on purpose. I go to another time I had like a shoulder glass in my foot, and I go to the local care center, vårdcentralen. And I go, you can't put what they stitch me up, whatever, glued me up, and they tell me you can't walk on the foot, you can't put weight on the foot. They just sent me home without crutches. Instead of case, if that happens, they send the patient home. It's like you can't walk on the foot, they're supposed to give you crutches. Okay. But Yeah. And then there's a cover up where I had two witnesses. I wasn't sent home with crutches, but they wrote in the records. It's like, oh, he was sent home with crutches. I wasn't given any fucking crutches. And my mom and her husband, I wasn't given any fucking crutches. I have to come back and ask them for crutches and like a checkup. And during that time, I was hopping on one leg and all this type of stuff. So, uh, yeah, whatever. And most likely, that's caused wear and tear. And that might be why I have a bad feeling on my left foot. Because it's fucking common sense that if you don't have crutches, it interferes with the normal healing. So I had a shot of glass around my left foot. The same with our crutches until we were not walking the foot. And I'm in a daze of like adrenaline, cortisol, or whatever else. So at this point, I come home and what if I don't have crutches? And I can't walk on it. I don't have to tell because of the pain. So I had to improvise. I had like a stool that I put a pillow on with a belt around it and put my left foot on it. And I was hopping my partner on a stool like that. I also improvised having like a mop and duct tape a sponge on each end. I was putting like under my armpit and walking like that. And I settled for the best. I have a chair with a pillow on it and jump on one leg with a pillow. And I'll be ending up every time it'd be like a bounce as I'm walking on that stool, they like a sharp pain in the foot, understand? Which indicates like, can you imagine muscle fibers, nerves start to go back together, and Mike says go to the kitchen again, hop on the stool. It's like like this, like vibrations. Eh? So maybe that's just I had now spot on my right foot, and those like what 2 weeks or whatever how long it was, jumping on one leg too. Like it's like sometimes jumping on one leg to the bathroom to take a piss. Okay, it has almost like a Pilates strap on right knee and ankle. I think so. Right ankle too, which is the one I just rolled. Okay. From those two, jumping on one leg, all my weight jumping on one leg to the bath to take a piss or to go get some water. Because they sent me home without crutches. Torturous etc. To see perhaps incorrect medical treatment. So that's one weird medical event. Hey, patient to walk on the foot. Okay, they got me stitched up. Sent me without crutches. And I had to get back to them for a checkup, then ask for crutches. And then I get them. There's two left. Another thing that had happened was going to the a dentist, and the dentist poked a hole in my tooth. Okay. Which is poke at my teeth. Yeah, break my tooth, just going and poking. I just get this tooth, pokes harder and harder until it breaks the tooth. So this type of stuff is a cover up. They don't want the average Christian gangster to do this type of stuff because then it's more clear. It's like disgusting with the tyranny, like murder, as it is. Because tooth infection lead to heart attacks and strokes. They did that to take me out. See? So I went to the dentist and I could tell she was doing it on purpose. The poke had gotten her put up to do this. She starts poking at my teeth, prodding. She gets a certain tooth, starts poking harder and harder and harder until, ow, it hurts. And after that, after coming home from that, I started having a toothache in the same tooth. And I didn't have a tape before going to the dentist. The reason I went to the dentist, I had molars extracted, and then they do like a checkup and poke your teeth and the other teeth as it is. And she pokes a hole in the tooth. After coming home from the dental appointment, I started having a toothache up here. See, same tooth. Like same here with everybody. Yeah, she was poking out and it hurt as she pokes at it with this dental pick, dental explorer. And she was acting like poking, totally trying to poking harder and harder and harder. I said, ow, it hurt, okay. Which she was on a mission, but my job is to create a cavity, artificial cavity. So normally I eat food and you have like acid etching slowly, so the bacteria producing acidity. Like acid etching slowly cavity tooth. But she created a tooth effect just by one poking at a tooth, the cavity, the teeth you get into. So I poked a hole in my tooth. After I came home there, I started, within like 2 months, I started having a toothache in the same tooth, like in this region. And I still have all my teeth, bitch. Okay. And I'm still alive. So I didn't get a heart attack or stroke. And that was a problem for the dentist to do that. And they left a dead rat outside the clinic. That's a psychopathic message. Because and before that, they forced that by having a dental perp be one of these gang stalkers show up in the corner store doing direct speech and end up like, are you on drugs? And I go, what? Well, you got bad teeth for this. He's like, what are you talking about? I've been working as a dentist my whole life for this. Then there's just one of these people, gray haired old lady, that keeps showing up where I am repeating the city like a gang stalker. and doing like direct-to-speech stuff. Okay, so and that's the same guy and then they showed up in his store last time was under. So I believe that they could have foreshadowed it. It was like, yeah, we're gonna use a dentist on kind of subtle foreshadowing. And they got the dental perp to poke a hole in my fucking teeth. And I said, do I have to make it clear to you? This is my witness testimony. Meaning, here's what happened, to the best of my memory. I go to the dentist, she pokes in my tooth. I remember clearly she was repeatedly poking at the same tooth, harder and harder and harder. I remember clearly like the top one jaw lifting up like this, so I was just poking. And it's like, ow, to the point where I had pain and like, ow, okay. And I guess she was working before that. She said, yeah, I'm gonna be able to check your teeth. Let me know if you feel pain. Just make a sound. Which I guess maybe her job from the gangster was to poke a hole, which be indicated breach tooth. She got a job, she punched it through, get it to nerve, there'd be tooth pain there. It's like just gonna keep poking until she knows that she's done her job and couldn't care which she's gonna put up to, I guess. So this tooth start poking harder and harder and harder. Ow, it hurts. And then after I come out from dental clinic, there was a dead rat at our dental clinic, which I believe is the same gangster program in the psychopathic marking the victim type of thing. This is how they operate. I've seen all this type of stuff I'm talking. It's like the program will spray a chemical on me when I go to the corner. There are intermediate things that happen to target. It's not just all narcissistic abuse. I'm eating at a restaurant. They send a group of persons past me, spray a chemical with a COVID device that can spark at it on me. Okay. Then it's like the same program be like have other fly marks be like in direct speech be like somebody say online perp that leaves a hated comment, go to the channel, they make videos and they make a video be like we're spraying for cockroaches or something like this. Oh, they tell me I'm a cockroach while they're also spraying me like a cockroach, okay? This level of wickedness. So they left a dead rat rodent outside the clinic that was there after I left. And I believe that was the gang stalker program, same program that got dentist put up to give me tooth infection, give me a heart attack and stroke. Tooth infections can make you less beautiful. It can give you brain problems. It can lead to your brain, your heart, and it can cause serious problems. And if it's not like if you don't die from it, it's going to destroy your health. So maybe it's like, oh, Mike is more intelligent and stuff. The other dumb Americans get tooth infections and have to get a lot of root canals, but Mike hasn't chosen to get one. So we get one, we give him a tooth infection or something like this. So they also sharpen them with a fucking dart gun. I didn't sign up for that one too for that. Like sign up for a jab vaccine or something like this. That was the point. With me, the deep state can't get me tricked into getting root canals. So it's like with me to get Mike's out, the live guy with the glasses to get a root canal. They had to poke a hole in my tooth to give me tooth infection. That's the closest to give me a root canal they can get. See? Because I'm not going to go and ask for one in case of when it's not something that I need. Okay. See, so it's important. This is the type of gang stalking, persecution, perpetrate that I've been dealing with. Understand? This is the type of gang stalking, perpetrate that I've been dealing with. And it's not all fun and games. Right now, it might be fun and games, but it's not always going to be fun and games. It's like it's a lot of suffering, and I don't have it, and I don't. It's like don't count on me being friendly and nice anymore. I've been going through a moment where it's like enough is enough. Okay, fuck you. Okay. Oh, Mike, we can't talk pastors need to be more like Christ. Fuck you, bitch. I've tried to be more like Christ. Okay. I've been long suffering friendly. What the fuck can the body of Christ be supported with like commending you, Mike, you've been long suffering, so a good job. Through this persecution, you've hung in this. What the fuck have you been? It's like, I pick how I deal with this. Yeah, be supported with what I'm doing, what you say is the right thing to do. You have only been attacking me all the time, no matter what. Right or wrong response. So it's like, fuck you, you fulfilled right to tell me what to do. I do what I want. You don't have control over me. I do what the fuck I want, understand? And part of the lack of fear is I've already came close to dying for this program. I came close to dying for this program. So I have a lot of skin in the game. And this is like petty stuff. There's people get their legs blown up by landmines, as this in Cambodia or Thailand. The Cambodia put a landmine somewhere, so a guy walks over and blows his whole foot off. Maybe he dies. That's worse than this. This is just like a little sprained ankle. I also have a non-spot right leg. He's not injury caused by the program. Direct physical attack. I got shot in the leg with a dart gun by the gang circle persecution program. I had a dart gun or something else. By a perp in the supermarket, shot in my right leg with a dart gun. So I've had enough of your shit, and I'm gonna get some BCA drink with caffeine in it. And pretty soon I might start cooking my own meal. Yeah. So beware of bears uh, 2.0. This is the Japanese beware of bears edition 2.0. So whatever. Yeah, so it wasn't that huge of the outbreak. Like, it could be worse. So I rolled my ankle and I might have to go to the fucking hospital. I'm gonna have to be converted recorded to make sure they don't send me home without crutches again if I ask for them. Okay. So if I have to go to the hospital we can get an X-ray or somebody to lick my foot or somebody. No, I mean like inspected tactile sensor. Okay, I'm joking. But if I have to, it's not that if I go they're gonna automatically give me an X-ray. If I go there complaining about pain in my ankle and tell them I fell over when training, then it slipped and I was on the floor, they might not just give an X-ray right away. They might avoid that costly procedure as much as possible. They'd be like, let's feel your foot. Does this hurt? Does this hurt? It's like, not a lot. It's like, okay, you don't need an x-ray. It's like, don't walk on the foot and hop one leg home. Okay. So I don't know. But it's important. I might have to get crutches. I might have to get some crutches or something like this. This foot, got a rolled ankle, okay. Now that's not going to stop me. I could close the distance and stab somebody in the other room if I needed to. Okay, that's not stopping me. And the program releasing perfume to make me a little bit winded is not. It's like that's not making me not dangerous holding a knife in my hand within 15 feet because you don't need a lot of cardio to throw 10 stabs at a body successfully. See, so this type of stuff that I started thinking about is the program. It's like, oh yeah, we're justifying like spraying perfume around it. We're like, well, you're a bad person, and we work to protect people from making less athletic to hurt your cardio, or at least it can was there. But that's gas time, so if you tell the person to make them feel safe, I guess, or something like this. But it's like you don't need a lot of cardio to jump across the room and stab someone with a knife. Okay, I could do that while having an asthma attack, no problem, a full-on one. So it's like it's interesting because if somebody's like gets aggressive, maybe they're more likely to use fists. But if the program's been attacking with weapons, then it's like going, you stack every advantage. We have two perps in the room, and they're being told to spray some perfume to attack the physically covert, as it is. Maybe I don't feel like being like gentle in case these people attack me with a machete or something like this. I'm a lot less likely to be, oh, I'm not going to defend myself with my knives. I'm not. Yeah. And he gets it again. Okay, it's a goalkeeper. It's like you have to come from open positions on the goal like this. So it's a point. So yeah, so there's a point. So my point is this. he's like, he's like, he's like, it can't stop me from close to this to stab people. But I'm talking about if the poor will get people here to run at with a machete, understand? To hop across the room, close the distance. With an asthma attack, I mean, I can still deliver stabs. It's not going to shut me down. Then I caught a whiff of perfume 30 minutes before that on the back of the smoking. It's just gonna make me mad. It's like I'm having enough of this shit. So it's a point. But yeah, keep dealing with the cope, okay? It's a point. Frank the Faro said he had a fire extinguisher blow up in his car. Okay. He had a fire extinguisher blow up in his car. I don't know what happened there. All right, it's okay. I have been taking too much of a look at Frank the Farmer. So my point is this, somebody, I would be surprised if I have a lot more pain and like building up wear and tear on my knees and stuff from those 2 weeks jumping one leg when this happened all our crutches If I came into hospital, just short back foot, and then we need to take it up. So, we'll see if I need to go to the hospital, get an X-ray to get a little there, and see if we can get some pressure, see how things go. Right now, I'm a little bit hot. So, sometimes things are just test, I'll get up something, which is really bad thing. So, I should change my shoes. I should get better shoes later. I might have to get another pair of shoes that have a different fit. Or add a little bit of these small for something. If it's too loose on the ankle or a lot of places, then my shoes damage the ankle to be fine. So, this might sound crazy, but I've been doing my job with my brother. I got 30,000 people to do. And what I've been doing is, this is the truth too. I've been doing my job with my brother. Where I've been performing at impressive level, like being in great shape, the best of all my strength. I have truthfully prepared myself beforehand, and can't be in a for impressive level. And then put it down. So I've been able to glorify God by how well they're performing in my enemy. That needs to make all of them. Being self and self-taught. I don't play videos until I see a video that should show that as well. Look at my hands speak. I go live and I release that fast. So I see for the first grade, and I make a video today. As I look at each and look for the first, so this is go athlete. So I'm impressed because he's on the same level. I can do this, function, power, athlete. Then like this cardio, I'm doing it for 3 minutes here and there. And I go, yeah, that's remarkable, but it's extraordinary. I like the way I do it. And I've been able to have both common description, let's be the goal of my strength. You'll see my things if I can have some water. And I'm doing a good job at the martial arts. Doing athletic. I'm going to go like that for that. So, that's important. So, now I've been sacrificing my body to glorify God. Because doing this type of stuff, I got an injury, I got a lot of pain, I deal with a lot of pain, I deal with a lot of injuries, the cuts on my skin from punches, having a sore knee, and then I've been looking for a bad knee cure. Okay, it's like I got a bad knee, I got sores in the knee, I need to cure this bad knee, and I'm going to have to improvise with massages and compression sleeves and all kinds of regular things. Okay. So I've been having sores in this knee, that knee. I've been having dirty the pants. And she's like, all the other things. That's important. I've been having pain in my knees. It's any part of what I have pain will be his training. I've been able to glorify God with my martial arts, I believe. And I've been sacrificing for that. Because you understand, is that pro athletes are doing purpose. And other martial artists, they're training hard. I've been training as hard as them. They're being as hurt and tired after training sometimes too. As hurt. They have pain and dehydration and they have to work and deal with recovering from because I had a sore wrist from punching. So 50 super hard punches not quit yesterday. Okay, this is it. We similar to pro athletes have diet, strict over fasting, supplementation, nutrition, the intensity of exercise and push muscle forward. As our pro athletes do. And they do that, they get paid billions of dollars. Okay? I've been doing this, doing it for free. Okay? So I believe I'm ready to go from down with others. I don't need to shit. I don't need you to be good with me. I gotta get coffee. I have enough of this shit. I'm gonna have more coffee. I'm gonna have more coffee. Well, this time, vitamin C. And the preventive tablets have caffeine. So, I'll take some supplements, vitamin E. See how strong all of it. Hey, come on out, America. Yeah, we'll see. I like to be able to walk around tomorrow with it training, but it might be best if you rest. We had a Japanese person before, and then we had from Canada South, the deal South. So I bought a copy of Japan. Then from Canada South. I know that he's got a bit of a hole in his head on his question if he still do. But I've seen on his channel that he's got more tanks, the pilot tank, lots of tanks. He's got a robot to worry about. You worry about. Yeah, the Luftwaffe, they worry about. Worry about. I don't give a shit. Okay, I've had enough of you shit before. Oh my God, walk across the city, lots of secret affairs. That's what's true. No, naturally, has to be. If you're out of football game, you think I'm a Nazi, because I played as the Germans in World War II, the real thing. Okay. You know I played as the Germans because they had the best gear, they had the best tanks, they had the best machine gun, and they basically had the best gear. Meaning the Tiger tank, they had the King Tiger, they have the MB-42, as far as I'm concerned, was the best World War II machine gun. To the point where the airlines have been propaganda PR to because the MB-40 was formidable and then awe-inspiring to the point where it was so impressive and scary and powerful and people's pass on that they had to make enforcement of these walls for to describe. The machine wasn't better. Okay. And I said they had the DA balls. But as a point, the MB-42 was the best machine gun in World War II. It was the best machine gun in World War II. And I'm proud of it. It was the best machine gun in World War II. The Tiger tank, at a certain point in time, was definitely the best tank. It also worked on the mouse tank, and we just didn't have a lot yet. But I had to do it. They had a crew, the crew factor was, they had a finished hull and two turbines, but they didn't have one fully assembled road on the battlefield at the time when the Allies took over. So they had a mouse tank that could be assembled like a turret over here and a hull over here. A pulse one was assembled, but not rolled on the battlefield. So the mouse tank was a huge tank. They also had a brainstorm for the loud crowd, loud closer. land cruiser. Like a super tank, a super heavy, huge tank. Just like the mentality of whether we have battleships. That's kind of like a massive tank that's a land battleship, like a land cruiser with naval cannons on it and flat guns on top of the tank for like close range defense against airplanes. So it is important. Possibly some of these ideas are like Cuba could be. It's like you hear about, I've heard joke about Hollywood writers and they've been caught up in. But one of the people that these men on boards are caught up. Yes, let's make this happen. We're gonna get a company union, we're gonna get rich, we're gonna have the biggest company ever, we can do it with it. So it's like possibly some of the signs were fueled by a lot of the Germans were competing with like math, which supposedly makes overconfident. So it is important. It also was so it makes a point. Yeah, well, why is it important? Germany is the best faction in men of war World War II. We were all treated small, all time. And in real life too, so that's the unique to history what happened. Very much also what this is good there because it's historically accurate, especially if you use the raw figures and the MG42 machine gun, I told you that it was the best machine gun. So the American rifles was, I remember the 10 rounds was standard wall size for them. They were virtually, everyone would get to the sword and so instead of even the rifle was superior to the Germans. Germans had both actually 400K. So if you look at that standard German infantry squadron was to contrast and compared to the standard element control. The squad machine gun, fighting machine gun, the first squad, the Germans had MD42. Okay. The Allies had the PAR, which was the 30-06. They also had a Cold War version. So they had used against the Trump provision against such and had a Cold War. They really all fighting this. They were all that was what I really would like a provision against, which is what the least needed. There can also fairly sort of but it was on it, yeah. Anyway, so let's look at the infantry squad, that's it, and the regular infantry squad, and the German infantry squad. So first squad is one MD42, so that was the machine gun. One squad, the German squads. The Americans had a PAR, a 30-06 mag-fed offset with only 20 rounds of magazine. Okay, and the fairly low and fighting compared to the MD42. So it's less effective in terms of they're not suppressing fire area now. Like they are fighting the big enemy. It doesn't have as much legs and damage. And you can fire shorter bursts between the vehicle. Social presence here is like you have a reload suit to this. Now it was more powerful around better penetration at this point. So the machine gun was better. Now the Allies had a better setting rifle than M101. It was just semi-automatic, like a battle rifle. They had semi-automatic battle rifle, 10 rounds. And the Germans had a bolt action, 408K, so they have a higher rate of fire than the American. And they had a suit gun. Maybe not. Well, I'm not sure. That's the point. The Germans were superior, by the way, to such technology. They had MG42, which is they had the MG3 still. The Germans were. They heat chamber, pretty much same with everybody. That I've seen in the Ukrainian culture. First of all, one of the benefits of the MD42 is its massive rate of fire, like high rate of fire, where it is immense firepower, 12 rounds per minute, around 1,200 rounds per minute, which is also around the rate of fire that's on Mach 10, Mach 11. So they have different rate of fire, 380. But one of the Macs had run fire, and its Mac that was which means good use and it is not 4%. It's like the Mac that is a SMB, there's a video you squeeze it, and it's not going to get a little burst off the rate of fire. Unless you like a single shot, you try to get a single shot. I get 4 rounds in it. I get the M4 to high rate of fire, which is good. A high rate of fire for machine gun is advantageous. If you're trying to shoot down there, crap. And you have like different mounts. It was what they had was an LNG and the machine gun at the same time. And you will use to shoot down aircraft side foot. And high rate of fire makes it easy to shoot down aircraft. And also, you have a higher hit point with it. So if you think on, there was a guy called the Pistol on the search. There was several Pistol several. And I had that before the two, and according to me, got like 1,000 plus kills on the. And if you call that, if you have that before the two, and one of these men tried to go the front door, then you're able to do it. It's like in 2 seconds, maybe you got like 40 times, which cause like a shortcut, much dispersion. Then you're having a lot of rounds at the same time. Like you also have focus that be like 20 months on this. So the MD42 is a really good machine to do the high rate of fire. You should call it Hitler's muscle. And it was so awe-inspiring and powerful in truth that they had to do like propaganda videos for the American soldiers be like, don't worry about them before the machine gun. It's possible first and it's fine. Or machine guns are better. So this sort of just make help people out. Just to downplay how bad this machine gun was. It was really bad. What else? Well, the German tanks were better than the American tanks. The German had a Sherman. Well, the Americans had a Sherman. A lot of Shermans. And the Americans had the Tiger tank. They had what's called an 88 cannon that could hand most American armor. They could hand all American armor. With the front and with the sides and everything. So the Tiger tank was involved in the 88 was immensely powerful. And it was heavily armored, so it can take German hits and T-34. They can knock out the Soviet T-34s with German tanks. What it is, my 88 cannon. And once again, they have machine guns. I'm not sure if they had MD42s as a coax, so it can be 34. It's out of the idle. But the MD40, 34 had no rate of fire. That is the point. The Tiger tank was a really good tank. And then we got the King Tiger, which was better armored. Then it came ankle armor. When it's very cheap, so. Also, the Germans got the assault rifle, where they got the FG-44, STG-44, and the FG-42, which I could wonder about over at the time. They had a American rifle, the FG-42, which is pretty much in my view, what the war has happened is similar to Japan, what made them do quickly, what they did Alaska and atom bomb. But even before the atom bomb, the Japs, they were isolated and it's difficult to import things to an island that's been besieged by allies or whatever. Basically, they started having resources, running out of minerals to make tanks with and guns and bullets and things like this. So they had like early versions of Iron Hawk, and then they had like a TV version, both towards Evermore, where they did like all of the same everything. Use less metal, how can we use less metal for this gun? We had to save more metal, and they didn't have to compromise on what we needed in that quality. But like we had to, the engineers, like we needed new Iron Hawk right for it, make need 25% less net metal or something. Because they needed metal for making battleships and tanks and bombs, whatever else they needed for. But they didn't like prioritize. So similar to that, the Germans had the factories bombed, so they couldn't have the same output rate like tanks and everything else. They couldn't maintain air security where their country, they ran out of firecrackers and kept new ones that had not been. So a big part of why they lost the Germans, and it didn't take longer, is that they started running resources. And one of the things that started running out was it made these, what is the surface quality, like the oil of the tanks. So tanks are running, the everyone are running before they had more than steel, because we're running out of certain metals. There was oil for making the armor. It's actually the secret to all about cold armor. The cold armor was everyone very different. That's how you have to do. The Allies had Operation Persecuted, but it's moved up from the German site, it's an Oppenheimer, and shipped them over to America. And they were part of the building getting the atom bomb for the Allies. It's not that every Nazi was so Nazis who just didn't get involved because we were able to survive because we were needed by the Allies. And so we discussed to level for the science. But yeah, what could have made a difference for the German, they do more effective of the hypothetical unity is one is not an option. Well, if the standard infantry rifle was G43 rather than the combination, they could have been more difference. So they would have a semi-auto battle rifle, like the Allies had M1 wrong. That would make a difference. But the very important difference is if the standard infantry rifle was the FG42 or the STG, that 44 and the FG44. That's two issues. 44. Which the 44 must be there. I hold the cigarette, I want to black at the smoke. And I feel like I can walk better now, so it might have been a big deal. As I said before, to say now again, going out in the back to smoke after dark is somewhat of a calculated risk. more or less characterized was the risk. Because I've been shot with a dog gun before. You can use such CIA dog gun. And there's going to be people in this neighborhood opposing houses and to the side that are perps, okay? And the program has used perps against stalking agents to shoot their dog guns to be able to kill them. So the program has been targeting fishing under the second part. So being out of back at the dog is more likely to target for a dog hunt. It will be easy. They have a higher chance to not detect them. Whereas if it's broad daylight and with dog hunt, possibly if it hits with you, they have a purpose and with the dog hunt it hits with you. You might like an invitation or if you see that guy hit by something. Whereas if it's after dog, it's less likely to be visible that it's going to hit by something. If you don't want to talk about it, you can search CA doctor. A lot about that. Dog comes away, so if you call the videos really find the channel stuff over from it, or it's a white game stalking, then be better and suffer less white game stalking. I like this shirt I have. Yeah, so we'll see when I make my fast. I've been fasting for 12 hours now. There's a Swedish guy called Uncommon Sense. That's natty, okay. I wonder what Greg said to me if you don't get natty or not. In my world, I'm going to search for says if you got that, I'm going to go for Uncommon Sense. That first off, he's natty. And it's like, this is like offensive, like how when you get offended, people say this is not a natty. Okay. So here we go. Jamie, pull up Greg Doucette, Uncommon Sense Natty. Greg Doucette, Uncommon Sense. So Greg Doucette has not made a video, natty or not, on Uncommon Sense, okay? Then it's like that's like an obvious guy to make a video because he's a guy who's full on horror claiming to be a natty. And people come to his chat, you're not a natty. He's like, I'm a natty. You're an idiot who think I'm not. So it's like he's really pushing hard. I'm not a natty. And it's like you be the judge if you think this guy's a natty or not. I don't think he is. Now people think this guy's a natty. Probably thought that Liver King was a natty too. So main game like Greg said is stupid. He says.
Yo guys, Theo here, Uncommon Sense. Fresh out the sauna.
And he's got videos. He's got videos. Here. A 33-year-old man's advice. So this guy claims to be natty. This is according to him a natural transformation, the before and after picture. And he's not doing roids. He's not doing HGH and roids. He's not doing anything. He's a natural bodybuilder, everybody.
Yo guys, Professor Theo here, Uncommon
This is
Sense.
a totally non-roided out transformation, see. He went from this to that, and he's totally natty, guys. But this guy is not a roided out bodybuilder. He's a full-on natty, pushing that hard. I'm a natty, and I'm mad at people who say I'm not, okay? Okay, don't piss someone like a time it's raining. I have enough discernment to be able to see from whether it's a natty or not, to 99% certainty. And in my view, this guy is obviously not a natty. Just like when Liver King was out here, it's like, yeah, this guy's rolled to the hills.
Yo guys, Coach Theo here on Common Sense. Standing here outside my new shack, quite cozy but a little bit chilly this time of the year. I know that the YouTuber Basement Bodybuilding has made a point saying something like, if there is a thing like science-based lifting, it implies that there must also be such a thing as science cringe lifting. I also saw he put out a video recently on the topic of the title is...
Yeah, and I'm more valuable to people teaching health fitness than anybody else. I'm not joking. I'm more valuable than Greg Bissett, more competent. I have more expertise. These health fitness influencers, they have been teaching what I've been teaching, why men have low testosterone, how to address it. The high sugar diet, they haven't been teaching the pro-testosterone protocol I've been teaching. The supplement list and the advice to raise your testosterone naturally and to practice it from a decline that I've been doing. So...
something like why lifting will never be science-based. I haven't had time to watch it. Me, I'd like to say that if there's a thing such as science-based lifting, it also implies that there is a thing such as practice, right? And so, base lifting, or just listen to their content, their teachings, or their book, or whatever they have, right? But then, I want you to go, you find...
Yes, I do not believe this guy's a nanny. There are people who hate on you if you're ripped.
Send you like sugar babies. It's like our diet, you know, like our in between diet, like in between meals.
This guy's also claiming that originated not to be good.
It's that hard caramel that you can suck on, and it takes like
This
30
is,
minutes.
I told him once, I appreciate the boldness that you're claiming that
She likes McDonald's sweet tea.
So the skinny, the short on this guy, this is the American dream guy, who's used to be a drama stream. How do I explain it? He's been a panel streamer for many years, and one of these people, like one of these people that have panels, and I came across him at a certain point in time, and I used to join.
Oh god, they cook so good.
Back when he
Yeah,
was
this is like the perfect meal.
alcoholism,
It has carbs, it has cheese.
He allegedly went to prison for domestic violence, and came out and be like, "Yeah, prison changed me. I'm going sober. Okay, I'm going to sobriety groups and take
This is
anger."
why the word badass was created.
And it looks credible to me that he might have turned his life around and gotten sober. But back when he was not sober, he was full on not sober, doing everything I'm
Just
doing.
melts in your mouth. How much tomatoes do you think?
Sniffing creatine and snorting kratom and injecting meth into eyeballs to level of drug addiction. So it's important. And openly doing
Oh, that's pretty good, but just
so I'm injecting balls.
mix the sauce, you know, like milk.
So it's like that type of streamer.
Pretty badass.
Oh
yeah, that's what those.
But he'd be like, so he's been like open with doing voids and guys. Back when he was doing so after he came out of prison, it's like, oh, okay, I'll try watching. I actually believe that he could have gotten like 90 to 100% sober, somewhere around there.
Much love, welcome to the Mod Squad.
He's claimed to be natty.
No,
And he's 50 plus.
I took all the rents away from everyone to start over because a lot of people were like blocked.
No, he does have a history.
So I took all the rents away and then unblocked everybody.
it's possible if
That's
you
how we
used to
stand
really,
like
really
right now.
long roads in your 30s and 40s.
Smoke a
The
cigarette with fine
bodybuilder,
folks.
he's like an old school.
Then I'm gonna go back and watch my show,
Just
Landman.
pump iron
That's like my
raw
favorite show.
nodes and inject testosterone to yourself 24/7. Just roid injections. Do you understand? It's like it's almost like nostalgia. It's like this is like the old school body that he was. With like babies, sunglasses, blondes with big boobs,
Oh, she
Venice
loves.
Beach, Gold's Gym,
No, stop
and
it,
that
stop
type
it,
of
stop it.
bodybuilding. No science-based.
She
Just
loves
just
coming
like
out here and starting
pumping
shit.
iron, injecting
That's
roids,
all
and
she
like
can do.
drinking raw.
That's her whole life, is to come out here and start shit with
But
people.
that
If there's no one here, she'll just come out here and
more like
bark
science-based shit. Like,
randomly into the general area of everything. She'll
no,
just
it's
be
like that's
barking.
type of problem. So his past is before he
No
became a
one here.
rabbit.
She must
drug
make her presence
controller,
known.
which is compound work by the word right.
Okay, guys, take it easy, calm down.
I remember him first. On the church, but he was a lot of fun.
Stop, please.
And he
Stop.
went to prison as a story. He comes out and he speaks
Stop.
so much. I was sober. I went to
That's
prison.
enough, okay?
Then came my alcohol addiction. Stopped doing
Okay,
drugs and
break's
taking
over. Slow down.
anti-management meetings. And
They never listen to me.
he's on YouTube now.
Hey, what's up, Julian?
Which I remember I told him back when he was an active drug addict.
Me and oh my God! Please stop.
Okay.
Me and Cindy are watching Land.
I used to, when he was still like an active alcoholic on YouTube going nuts, I'd be like, you know what, I think what would be good for you is you return to your roots of the bodybuilding. Like get back into exercising, get really into that, take your vitamins, take care of yourself, start taking vitamins, exercise into this. And he's gone to that. He's started doing that. So here's the point. I hope he stays sober. Now his skin will be a nap.
Okay, Wolfpack, let's go.
I don't know if he's around.
You listen to that? No. That's pretty exciting. Cindy's eating her patty melt.
This guy's wife Cindy.
That's just like, what is it? That's just like grilled cheese on Texas toast, right? With tomato sauce. We're gonna watch Landman, right? I'm gonna grab me another one of these sugar daddies, and I'll wait 3 in here for it to start. Okay. Yeah. Watch Landman. If you haven't watched Landman, I tried to upload a video from this, like where the drug cartel guy was meeting with Landman's billionaire oil rig owner wife of the guy who passed away. And he's like the CEO, but she like was the money woman. Well, she's linking up with this cartel guy who's going to bankroll him because they're like taking on a new venture that could make hundreds of millions of dollars, or billions even. But the cartel guy, I don't know. The first episode when the cartel guy saved Landman's like a fixer guy, like Ray Donovan, but for oil, rich white elite oil tycoon type, you know.
Okay.
And he gets kidnapped by the cartel. They
Injections.
put a sack over his head and stick a nail in his leg, and they're torturing him and shit. Well, the cartel big boss sets him free. But then now Tommy owes him a favor because he got set free.
Go way back.
But, oh shit,
He's
little
been
itch.
in my channel. So
I suppose you want me to pick you up. You're gonna have a panic attack if I don't? Yeah. Yeah, that good? No, candy babies. All right, guys. Let me all ask. I'll talk to y'all later. How many boy injections does a man look like you at 50? I don't know. That's like how many bites, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Tootsie Pop?
Okay.
It's still undetermined.
Okay. Okay. He closed the stream, and I'm not saying it because I asked the question, but it's like okay. It's like I'm not hating. It's like it's just he knows the drill. He just come to my chat all the time and told me and asked me provocative questions. It'd be like, it's like, Mark, you look like a female bodybuilder or something. You look like a post-op female bodybuilder. Because there's people that would like make whole channels to troll me. They'd be like, clip my streams. They make like a short, I'm Max, I'm gay, or something like this sort of stuff. See, they make whole channels to troll me. So he's like, yeah. It's like, he left on a cliffhanger now. And we'll see. It's like, what are status after this? Because we've been able to get along last 2 months. It was if they ruined the relationship. You'd be like, Mike, such a scumbag. He's like, I'm a roids. Okay, I'm not a roids, I'm a national. So yeah, that or not, the mystery, the mystery continues. The mystery continues. So we'll see if we get an answer, like a straight answer in the next live stream. Okay, but he's claiming that I would say this: it's not impossible to be built like Reem, as an as a current natty who wasn't always okay. It's not impossible to end up having a physique like he does, not doing roids. But it's statistics. It's hard to tell. I would guess that quite possibly might be testosterone in the mix. Here's a Korean guy that trains knife martial arts.
Hello, I am training over knife fighting, and I am firing with my handgun, and I am throwing a knife, and I, dangerous situation, have to defend against a terrorist, or killer, or assassinator, or offender, or mafia, or gangster, holding a knife or a pistol or a weapon with my knife, and I'm punching or kicking or knee
Yeah,
kick.
so we'll see. I might get to cooking pretty soon. Be giving me a pepper for my homemade fast bacon meal. We'll see. So this is one of these heretic deep state puppet pastors Andy Woods have dealt with before my videos. And what makes heretic? He uploaded Sinner's Prayer for Salvation video to this channel. He uses the New King James. And he's a gang stalker pastor talking for the gang stalker persecution program.
Father, we're grateful for your truth, your word, of all sorts of eternal torment. And God can do that because he never gave them the gift of immortality. Embrace this sort of, that's where evangelical Christianity came from, beginning with the fundamentals of the faith of the cults. That is an attack that comes up from the inside.
Oh, he's trying to play himself off, act like he's some kind of lost loader. It shows pride. It's like, oh, I'm just oozing with pride, and I'm a person, but he's a wannabe theologian. And it's like he doesn't even know what the Word of God is. He doesn't know what the Word of God. He doesn't know that the Word of God in English is in his Bible. He used the NASB 95.
Inside.
He's not even on a novice about it. So he didn't even learn what the scriptures are. What is the Word?
So
See.
You can see that this view has always existed. People have believed it and taught it. It's an appeal to the emotions, but it really hasn't, I don't know, it's like a whale under the ocean. You don't even know the whale's there, and all of a sudden it comes up, and you can see it, and it's like, wow, there it is. And that's what's happening. There's this giant blimp underneath the ocean that's now surfaced, and it surfaced this month because of the influence of Kirk Cameron. So where am I getting this from? This is from something called Protestia. Kirk Cameron denies eternal conscious torment and is now an annihilationist. Here's another one. Kirk Cameron reveals, by the way, look at the dates. Let's see if I have the date. Upon individuals or on nations.
I made a video using one verse, and the smoke of the tomb shall rise up forever and ever, and they have no rest day or night. What is that verse telling you? Is it Revelation 14 or something? 20 something, 14 verses, I think. It's telling you that these people will be consciously tormented for eternity. And the smoke of the throne rise up from whenever they have no rest, day nor night, which worship the beast or his image. That is. So these people are going to be eternally tormented on fire, and the smoke from them being burnt consistently while conscious, not having rest. See, humans will not have rest. So this like people that get. I saw this. His Lucy Liu. I saw her show up in my feed. Lucy Liu's closet picks criteria. She's a pretty hot girl.
Hi, I'm Lucy Liu, and I'm
and she's
thrilled to be here in the Criterion closet.
pretty.
So the first thing that I saw earlier, and I can't miss, is Jackie Chan, because I grew up watching Jackie Chan, and then I got to do a movie with him, which threw me into a tizzy. And I asked him to teach me a bunch of stunts, but he would not let me. And he said that he shouldn't teach me stunts because he broke every bone in his body. So then I sneakily asked his team to teach me some stuff. They did a little bit, but I think they all have some kind of rule that they don't want people to break their bones. I don't know. I'm okay with it now.
I believe that she was great in Quentin Tarantino's movie Kill Bill Volume 2 with Jimmy Sermon. I liked her in that movie. Aesthetically, as a character, everywhere. Yeah. So
Now that
what's the name? Oren Ishii.
it's a pass, and I'm like, okay, I don't need to break a bone. So I'm going to put
a Japanese, Chinese American, or Japanese American. I should cut somebody's head.
this in. Jackie is he's iconic, and he's still going. Okay, moving on. Became so iconic. Yes, to Bruce Lee. So Marlon Brando on the waterfront. When I first started acting, I watched this movie and I really understood what authenticity was from this movie. It reminds me of when I first started acting over 30 years ago. So I'm putting this in the bag. All right, shut up, you guys. The Grifters is... I can't even to make characters like that so delicious and here, and I don't know what it is, but let's find out. Wow, In the Mood for Love. Okay, how sexy is this movie? It's beautifully shot, beautifully acted, the direction. This is a movie that people always use as a reference for any deck that they'll send you in a movie, any mood board, even, for a become what.
Yeah, so we can't play like whole videos. Det är Natasha Leons closet. Vi har Hideo Kojima här. One is one at the closet they're picking movies. So let's check out Pocata. No, let's check out our studio's YouTube channel. The Japanese guy with the tanks. Studios. He was in my chat before, so let's go to the YouTube channel. No, let's check out not that one. It's the phone stream. I must have been in the phone stream. Yeah, we heard what happened to Pocata, so you can see his comment. It was the previous stream. It might have been in the previous stream. Yeah, we heard what happened to Pocata, so. No, I mean studio. It was the previous stream. We're trying to flex. I can't find his channel. Forget about it. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna finish this.